In fact, the stories about what happened to Suzy are so many and varied that the facts have become somewhat obscured by rumour and gossip. The reconstruction you're about to see is based entirely on what is known, on police evidence and eyewitness reports. It begins in Putney, southwest London, on the morning of the day Suzy disappeared. Monday, the 28th of July. Susanna was getting up in her flat in Disraeli Road in Putney.
In the news, the Queen's private secretary has rejected claims by the Sunday Times that there have been differences between the palace and the Prime Minister over Mrs Thatcher's policies. In a letter to this morning's Times, he says the Queen's press secretary Michael Shea did speak to the...
Suzy shared her flat with a lodger, Nick Bryant.
Hi, Suzy, I'm off.
Oh, hi, you're up early. Would you like a cup of tea before you go?
I can't. I've got an 8:30 meeting this morning. You going to be in tonight?
Yeah, I expect so. I'll see you later. Oh, by the way, have you left the ironing board up?
Yes, it's in the sitting room.
Great. Okay. See you tonight. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Just after 8:30, Suzy set off for work in her company car. It was only a 10-minute drive from home to her office in the Fulham Road.
Hello, this is Susanna Lamplugh from Sturgis in Fulham. Did you receive our details that we sent through to you? Oh, good. Did you see anything?
Susanna had worked for Sturgis estate agents as a negotiator for just over a year.
It's a two-bedroom house.
Her job involved taking on new clients and showing them round properties. Sometimes she'd have as many as 6 houses to show in a day.
Okay.
On this Monday, she left the office at 20 to 1, and as was often the case, she told no one where she was going or when she'd be back. As well as her own keys and purse, she took with her property details and keys for a house in Shorolds Road, number 37. Exactly what happened after Suzy left her office isn't clear. There's no doubt she went to Shorolds Road, but in fact there are 3 streets in Fulham which provide vital sightings. In Shorolds Road, 3 witnesses saw Susanna outside number 37. The first witness was on his way home. He saw Suzy standing in the gateway. She seemed to be waiting for someone. 10 minutes after that, the owner of the house next door heard someone leaving number 37. That brief glimpse led to this artist's impression. At about the same time, Nicholas Doyle was on his way to the nearby North End Road market. Doyle remembers the man was carrying a bottle of champagne with ribbons on it. From his description, police later produced this identikit picture of the man. But strangely, Suzy's car was never seen in Shorolds Road. A number of people did see it a mile away in Stevenage Road. It's a 5-minute drive from Sturgis, and it was exactly 5 minutes after she'd left the office that the first sighting came. At 12:45, as Wendy Jones was leaving home to go shopping, she noticed the white Ford Fiesta parked immediately opposite her house. Just before 2, a taxi driver who lived close by also noticed the car. By 3:30, Wendy Jones was back and the car was still in exactly the same place, slightly overlapping the entrance to a neighbour's garage. Then at 5:15, the garage owner, Richard Mann, saw it too. Other witnesses remember the car in the same position. It seems it was there all afternoon. But in a 3rd street in Fulham, there's conflicting evidence, a sighting of Suzy and her car. The Fulham Palace Road is about half a mile from Stevenage Road. At about 2:45, Barbara Whitfield, a friend of Susanna's, was cycling to a business appointment. She has no doubt she saw Suzy driving towards her. She waved, but Suzy was talking to her passenger and didn't see her.
I'm sure it was Suzy, because I knew her very well. At the time, I was convinced it was her car as well, although it conceivably could be one that was just similar. They're quite common. I didn't get a chance to look at him because she was turned towards him. And anyway, I was concentrating on her rather than him.
By 3:30 that afternoon, Sturgis manager Mark Gurdon and his staff were becoming concerned by Susanna's absence. In her desk diary, they noticed an appointment for 12:45.
To start off with, I personally went round to 37 Sherolds Road to see if she perhaps got herself locked in or something like that. After there was no joy there, we phoned round between us, loaded the local hospitals to see if she'd been involved in an accident with her car or anything like that. We continued to do that actually for a few hours because obviously she could have gone to Putney or where she lived, so we checked with those hospitals. Finally, before actually officially reporting her missing to the police, we phoned her mother just to check to see if she'd gone home. She hadn't gone there, and obviously by that stage we were very concerned and phoned at about 5:30 to the police to report her officially missing.
Be on the lookout for a white Ford Fiesta, registration mark B Bravo 396 G Golf A Alpha N November. It's concerned an abduction from...
At 9 o'clock, police began a street search for Suzy's car. It was still parked in the same place, in Stevenage Road.
Fulham receiving.
Go ahead.
I found this white Ford Fiesta, B Bravo 396 Golf Alpha November in Stevenage Road. Can you inform the CID, please?
The driver's door was unlocked, and inside was her purse, but neither her own keys nor the keys to 37 Sherolds Road have yet been found. The driving seat was pushed back from Suzy's normal driving position.